MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, it was a good start for these guys at home. They did what they needed to do in the opening game, and this crowd really showed up and made a difference as well. Should be an electric atmosphere again, so we'll see if the guys on the field can feed off it and take a commanding lead in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Carlos Martinez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
First pitch on its way. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Altuve. Throw on to first in time, one away.
In the second spot, second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Dozier is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
The 1-1. Taken, strike two. The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Two out, nobody on. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Digging in, Chris Davis. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Sano leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he lays off for ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Nope, that's
And
a
a
ball.
neck-high fastball that time. Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 left for Minnesota. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, D-Ro?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
James Paxton is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, there's lots to like about this lefty, James Paxton. Big arm from the left side. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit. The only thing, he throws about 4 or 5 miles harder than Pettit. Paxton occasionally 97 to 98 miles an hour. Good hard overhand curveball. His changeup is getting better the more he uses it. This is one of the game's premier left-handed strikeout pitchers.
So stepping in, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Lifted into center field. Buxton is in pursuit. 1 out.
Batting second, third baseman, Colin Moran.
Pitch on the way.
Nope.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Hit out towards second. Dozier has it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third.
And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. In now, Alex Bregman. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Paxton peers in. First pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The windup and the 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman. His first homer here in the series, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Here's Carlos Correa now. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's got 8 hits in 39 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Correa, a 25-year-old, he was selected in the 1st round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Two out, nobody on. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Second inning coming up, and Houston's off to an early 1-0 lead.
Leading off for the Twins, third baseman number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting second, center fielder number 25.
Settling in now, Byron Buxton. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone into the upper deck. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer so far in the series, as the Twins have come back to tie it at 1. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
That's a ball.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. High in the air and deep to left center field. Hicks going back to the track, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series, and the Twins move out on top 2-1.
As a pitcher, you worry about giving up the long ball to the meat of the lineup. But when the two guys at the bottom of the lineup torch you, it's really disheartening. These guys have weapons everywhere.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 0-1 delivery. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Tucker moves over, and that retires the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 2 and the Astros 1. Stepping into the box, Kyle Tucker, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
So striding in, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
Batting 7, left fielder, Tyler.
At the plate, Tyler White. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners on the move for second. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Line hard. But this will be a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. All even at 2-2. Here it is. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 1-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Cabrera is off at first with 2 away. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Astros leave one. They still trail it here 2-1. Digging in for his second at bat, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Standing in now, Brian Dozier. Fouled off. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Tucker. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now to the plate, Miguel Sano. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Aaron Hicks, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Aaron Hicks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1 is in off the plate.
Ball 2.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 20.
Riding in once again, Jose Altuve. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer to the left side. Polanco loves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Colin
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colin Moran. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. This pitch is popped up, and an easy play there for Moustakas, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Here's Chris Davis now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses inside 1-0. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now the 2-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. This offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's up and out of here into the archways. In now, Eddie Rosario. And that misses ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Hicks will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up, and it's caught in the outfield.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now here it comes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Change up in for a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Correa scoops it up, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 4 runs here in this half inning. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Popped him up. Realmuto has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Minnesota leads this one 6-1. Stepping up to the plate, Alex Bregman. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
So striding forward now, Carlos Correa looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Buxton waits on it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder.
Stepping in, Kyle Tucker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Paxton peers in. Here's the 1-1. Up around the face.
1 strike.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. David Paulino gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 63, David Paulino.
Here's Brian Dozier now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Second baseman, Brian.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Another 2-2 offering. Shoots this one over to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Here's Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Sano, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Base hit into right center.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner.
But this one will bend. Foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
1-2 now, as that's in there at the knees. Sano, base runner at first with 1 out. Popped him up. Moran moving to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
3-0 now. Hit hard up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here it comes, 1-0. high in the air out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Twin strand a pair. They lead it 6-1. So coming to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out at the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Striding in, Tyler White. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. Not close. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Nobody out, runner on first. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Realmuto playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 0-1 delivery. Turned on down the line. So that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. Cabrera over at second. Realmuto is over at first with one away. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One left for Houston. They trail 6-1. Eddie Rosario will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. That misses. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle to his right. Correa. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
At the plate, Wilson Ramos, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Swinging a soft liner, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Digging in, Jorge Polanco. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Three and 0 now.
balls, no strikes.
Two out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. 2 out with the man at first. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Ball 3.
3-1 now as that misses down and in. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. The 3-1. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Standing in, Brian Dozier. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Just got a piece up the line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
And he fouls this one off. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Swing and a little tapper. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Stepping in now, Colin Moran. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. The 1-2. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Striding into the box, Alex Bregman. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Two and 1 to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. A bouncer up the middle. Polanco fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Standing in, Miguel Sano. He singled his last time up.
Miguel Sano.
First pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Drilled on the ground is short. Correa over to his left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Chris Davis. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. Just have to say, so what? Make another good pitch.
1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 8,
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Hicks going back, still going back. Gone! A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. His second home run of the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Here's Byron Buxton now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-1 the count. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 7 and the Astros 1. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
In now, Kyle Tucker, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Blackman is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Astros, designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Cabrera. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Paxton steps into his windup. First pitch on its way. It looked like Cabrera was a bit anxious that time, as this will find the seats down the left field line foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Shot toward right center. And Cabrera is going to have himself a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Brad Brock takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 35, Brad Brock.
Tyler White will bat next, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 misses for the 2nd ball.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Here's the 2-1 home. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Astros leave 1. They're down 7-1. Brett Cecil comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Cecil.
Ready for another shot now. Eddie Rosario. Past history with Brett Cecil. A handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Jorge Polanco waits on deck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Ready once again, Jorge Polanco. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's set, and the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hicks is under it. 2 down. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Past history with Brett Cecil. He's 2 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. There's a strike.
1-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're on top 7-1. Leading off the inning, JT Realmuto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Low for ball 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s. You ain't doing much with that.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron.
Ready for another chance? Aaron Hicks, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that ball nice.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Into the box, Colin Moran. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. The 1-0 delivery. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0 home. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Step on the bag for one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. Twins are out in front, 7-1. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. Brad Peacock enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's Brian Dozier now, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball one. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. It's sharply toward the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, Hero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Miguel Sano. as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 4 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Dozier gets his lead at first, nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Chris Davis now. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Digging in, Byron Buxton. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. Ball 1.
Ball 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Astros. It's the Twins 9 and the Astros 1. Trevor Hildenberger, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Coming to the plate now, Alex Bregman. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth-inning rally. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here's the pitch. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Popped him up. Sano in foul ground, and no one will get this one. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First offering on its way. A fastball that just misses inside.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Now the 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Gets him out in front on a good changeup.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Hot shot towards the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Kyle Tucker.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. The tag gets 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Cabrera trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 delivery. Hit down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Last strike now for Houston. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Minnesota even up this league.